2023 in communication skills and lead a happy professional and personal life. So, to expand my mission more and more, I just thought of conducting live sessions and serving more people. So, going forward, whenever I get some time, I'll be going with some sessions. I'll be going on Facebook as well as YouTube with some sessions on educating people on communication skills. The people who are interested can take advantage of this and get the best out of it. So, about to give a short introduction about myself, I'm Jnan Kumar, basically from Tirupati. I had been working with very prestigious companies like Hinduja Groups as well as HP in HR department and training and development also. Since from my childhood, I had seen great challenges. I had faced a lot of challenges in my communication skills. So I tried my best to come out of it, and now I have improved a lot. And I want to help the same thing to the people all around the world. So, with that sole purpose, I'm just continuing my mission of serving people with communication skills and excelling in their lives with respect to personal as well as professional areas. So, in this session today, we will be looking into. It's going to be bit short and not so long. So each and every session that I'm going live would be maximum from 5 minutes to maximum 15 minutes and not beyond that. So let me come to today's topic. The topic for today is what is communication skill? The importance of having communication skills. And tomorrow we'll be discussing the types of communication, and going forward I'm going to have wonderful sessions further and further. So in today's session, as I said, what is communication skill all about? Let me take you to my PPT. Yeah, what is the definition of communication skill? The communication skill is the ability to create an impact when you receive or share any piece of information. You're trying to speak to someone, and when you make some impact, they get influenced by you. That's called having excellent communication skill. Or when someone speaks to you, you are able to hear it with rapt attention and created some impact in their life. And they were very much impressed with the kind of communication that you had, the way how you receive their communication. This is called impactful communication. So, communication skill is all about how much you create impact in others and that of in your life. So, where did this word communication originated from? So, this word communication originated from the Latin word communicare, which means to share the information. And in our life, in each and every situation, we had been communicating. You just take this very example. When you were born, you are forced to communicate by the doctors. When you come out of mother's womb, doctors make sure whether you are alive or not. If you do not cry, they give some slaps and make us cry and make sure that the baby is breathing well. That's the way that they get communication from the baby. That's us when we were children, we were infants. And that's the way they get communication to make sure that the child is alive. And the final day, we do not communicate with others is just by leaving information that I'm not going to communicate anymore. And that stage is called death. In between each and every point, every stage of your life, you will be communicating, obviously. Even if you just sit silently without speaking to anyone, people understand. something is seriously wrong with his mental condition. Probably he is getting into stress. That is the reason he is not speaking with anyone. This is how people do imagine. So, communication is obviously an important aspect in professional and personal life also. In one sense, Warren Buffett, the most wealthiest person in the world, one of the most wealthiest person in the world, he says that just by having communication skill, you can excel in any skill in the world. Let's imagine you're an amazing performer in your office, but you do not know how to convey that to your boss through a mail. If not, you don't show it on the social media, if not at least in the company, that you do not communicate that you are performing well, then how does your boss and your higher hierarchy understand that you're performing well and you will not get any kind of promotions? Even if you go to a marriage looks or wedding looks, whatever they call it, even at that point you should have good communication to get married. So in this way, communication skill is obviously important. Either you be in sales, or you be in finance, or you be in IT, wherever you just name it. Communication skill is an integral part of each and every domain and every wing in the world. So just by excelling, you excelling in communication skill world in one sense. And the great leaders of the world, you just name them: Elon Musk, if not Ratan Tata or Ambani, you just name them, all of them are excellent communicators. They communicate with high quality to their subordinates and just make sure that the communication that they are transferring have an amazing clarity. That's how they had been leading the world. So it's very important for us to become leaders in life, that we have to excel in our communication skills and create a great impact in others. Let's look into the next slide. So today we will be discussing about the process of communication. What is the process of communication? Where does it start and where does it end? If at all, does it end or not? If not, it's a continuous process. So communication starts, it's a continuous process. However, just for the sake of understanding, let's look at here. The communication process starts with the sender. Let me give you a good analogy, good example. I'm the sender of the communication here, and you are the receiver of the communication. So in between both of us, we have this medium of YouTube or Facebook. There is a medium, and there is a message that is getting transferred from the sender to the receiver. So sender have some ideas, he have thoughts, he have his opinions, some information to share, if not some kind of knowledge that he want to share with the people. So all this will be transferred through the medium to the receiver. So once the receiver receives the information, if once he understands what is being encoded, that's encoding. I encode the message, and the receiver decodes the message and sends feedback in written. And that feedback could be positive, or that can also be negative. There are two kinds of feedbacks: positive and negative. So the session that I'm giving, that may be good. If not, there is some kind of improvement that I have to make. And my receivers, that you people, understand this message and give me back the feedback, that's what needs to be improved. If not, what you liked in the session, how all can you get benefited by this session. So feedback is very, very important. Much of the times we imagine that communication skill means we speaking well. That's not correct. Communication skill is also how we listen. And after listening, how better are we giving the feedback to others? The positive feedback or the negative feedback. So the further we have types of communication. However, I want to take this session very short and not so lengthy or very long, due to which I'm just cutting short this session here itself because it's already 10 minutes. It's very long. So, what can you expect in these sessions by participating in these sessions? Is just that, just a second. I'm thankful to those people who are attending live. I can see two people here. Thank you a lot, my dear friends. So, by coming to these sessions, what can you benefit? These are the advantages that you have. That's you'll get a lot of amazing communication skills tips I'm going to share here. Speak to you about how can you excel in your public speaking. How can you have an impactful presence, your personality development, soft skills, interviewing skills, attending an interview and cracking a job. People, good people, my dear friends, I have an experience of interviewing more than 6,000 people in my life. So I'm sure that all that experience, I'm going to share it here, and you'll be getting advantage of all that, and you can crack wonderful jobs. And management skills. How can you be so productive in life? How to set your goals and get advantage out of it. Then peer relationships, emotional quotient, being very assertive. At times in our life, we tend to be so tender that we do those things which we don't want to. And love and relationship as well as life skills also. I thank you a lot for attending this session. If you are if you are live, please type there. You are watching it a replay. Just type in the comment section as replay. And I also invite you to my VIP group where I'm going to share a lot of information, amazing information. And what are the challenges that you have in your life with respect to your communication skills? It may be, if not getting a job, it may be, I'm ready to serve you there. Thank you a lot. See you soon. Good night.